Good morning. I'm by the name Alice Akelo, a student in Victoria University, pursuing my bachelor degree in midwifery. I'm in first year, first trimester, and in block 3. So this morning, we are going to look at human motivation under the following objectives. We are going to define what human motivation is. We are going to differentiate between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. And we are going to explain the 3 aspects of motivation. We are also going to describe major theories of motivation. So, intrinsic motivation, this one comes from within the individual. Yes, a person engages in an activity because it is enjoyable, interesting, or personally satisfying. Example, reading a book because you enjoy learning. There is no external reward in doing it. It is basically aimed at internal satisfaction. That is the intrinsic what? Motivation. Then when we look at the extrinsic motivation, this one comes from the external factors or rewards. A person engages in an activity to gain a reward or avoid punishment. Like you are given an activity, you just do it not that because you want to do. Sometimes you do because you want to what? You want to run away from punishment. Even some of the cost work, you do it because you know that if you don't do it, definitely you are going to get a retake. So retake would be like our punishment. For example, a person donates also money to the church for construction, provided it bears his family names. Then those are the 2 words that I said we are going to define them. That is extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. Now let's look at the aspects of motivations. There are 3 aspects of motivation. We have the drive, behavior, and the goal. So what is drive? Drive is a state within an organism that is set in motion by needs. Example, food, shelter. Then we have behavior. It is the response aroused and directed by this state. That state, the one we have seen, that is the drive. Then the last one is goal, is a point towards which the behavior is directed. So those are the 3 aspects of motivations. Then let's look at the theory of motivations. The theory of motivations are as follows. We have 1, instinct theory. This one was suggested by William James in 1890, whereby according to James, all organisms are born with the innate biological tendency that helps them to survive. For example, an infant with the suckling. An infant born today, right now, when you put at the nipple, you see that it is what? It is breastfeeding there and then. The same thing also in the spiritual world. We always say that there is that spirit in an individual whereby if somebody wants to do bad things, it is stop the passion. For example, like maybe you wanted to go, then all of a sudden your instinct told you that I'm not going to go. And if you don't go, you find that maybe some accident has happened. So don't you see? My instinct prevented me from going. I would have been dead. I would have been involved in this accident. Then another theory of motivation is drive reduction theory, originally proposed by Clark Hall in 1943. According to this theory, it states that all living organisms have biological needs that must be met if they are to survive. For example, humans are motivated to satisfy physiological needs in order to achieve hemostasis. Hemostasis is a Greek word that means regulation of the body function. That is tendency to maintain a stable internal state. Example, include anger. When you are angry, you find that your sugar level has dropped down, so you are forced to do what? To go and look for sugar to take or to eat food, so that that food is converted to glucose, and you find the body start becoming okay. Then the thirst. Yes, your lips will start showing you that you are really dehydrated. You need to drink. Then the body temperature When the body becomes so hot, definitely there's that function of our body, like the blood, will start regulating that normal what? That normal temperature in our body to maintain that very specific, like a 36.7. Yeah. So these drives can be divided into two. We have the primary drives, which include innate what? Biological needs, like the thirst, the hunger. Then the secondary drives, which are directly or indirectly what? Aim at satisfying the primary drives. For example, work for money to afford food. You find people always give you sick. What will you buy food with? You have to work at least to get also food. Then the other last word, the other theory of motivation is we have arousal what? Theory. This theory was suggested by Berlin in 1960, whereby arousal means a state of being awoken, activated, alert, or stimulated. This theory states that youths are motivated to maintain an optimal what? Level of arousal. Then we have the insensitive what? We have the insensitive theory. According to this theory, humans are motivated by an external form of rewards or reinforcement. For instance, people are pushed away from behaviors that offer negative outcomes and pushed towards this that offer what? Positive incentive. It is a kind of extrinsic what? Motivation. Like example, here in Karamoja, you find that most deliveries are still low, hospital deliveries low. Most mothers prefer to deliver at home. So the government put it like, let's bring other incentive in the hospital so that when the mother comes to deliver, they are given basin, they are given soap, they are given those babies' clothes. So this one alone motivate them to come and deliver at home. As a positive outcomes, you find that the maternal mortality is reduced. Then also that negative outcome, negative is that home delivery is reduced. Then we have another theory that is equality what theory, whereby it states that individual compare their job inputs and outputs comes with those of others and then respond to eliminate any inequities. Inequalities means disparity between the distribution of resources. You find like there are those one who lives really very well. Those one who have and then those one who don't have, there's that differences that are too much. So this one motivates them to work for better life. Like you find like maybe I also want to, in my life I also want to live in a flat. So I'm going to work towards achieving staying in a very good what? House accommodation. Then another one is expectancy what? Theory. This one said like people behave the way they do because they expect what? Success. Therefore, expectation of success direct behaviors to perform better to achieve their goals. We set goals. You cannot do your thing just like that without setting a goal. And the goal that you set must be smart. Smart means you have to be specific, measurable, time bound, those ones there. Yes. Then we have another one is, we have the what? We have the Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. This one was suggested by Abraham Maslow, who wanted to understand what really motivates people. He states that when one need is fulfilled, a person seeks to fulfill the next and so on. For instance, you have been maybe aiming that next time I want to buy a bicycle. After succeeding in buying your bicycle, again you see like the bicycle was not helping you. Again you said, I wish I can buy maybe a vehicle. After buying a certain type of vehicle, you say no, this one wasn't what? Okay. Maybe let me buy what? A roll what? What? This roll what? Royco. Yes. The one that everybody wants to what? To drive. Yes. So you find that your needs will never be what? Your needs will never be met. And that is the thing that keep on pushing people. Because you find like an LC3 was elected as an LC3. Then next time will say that no, I think if I'd contested to become LC5, maybe I would have also met it. Again, you find people climbing ladders and ladders and ladders. You are never satisfied. At first, you say the nursing aid moves away to become an enrolled midwife. Next time, will say, no, I want to become this and this and this. So by having those continuous desire, it pushes you to become really what? To climb more ladders and ladders. So in conclusion, motivation is essential for success and personal what? Growth. It can be intrinsic or extrinsic. Understanding motivation helps improve education, work performance, health, and relationship. Applying motivational strategies in a daily life leads to greater achievement and satisfaction. Thank you so much.